Yes, my people, welcome back. Just gonna briefly go over gold and NQ is trade of the week, so I'm not gonna share that here. I'd rather do it for trade of the week. So if we look at our time frame, we're on the 5 minute chart. If we go to the 1 hour chart, we can see that price is clearly bearish as we are making lower lows and lower highs, but also our SMA is beneath price, well above price. So when you go down to a 5 minute, it should only make sense for me to be looking for short setups. So ideally, many people would have had their zone drawn up from this high to this low, which is fine. However, we can see how price disrespects that protected high. Some people would have drawn it from there. Again, we can see how price disrespects that protected high. So technically, it should be drawn like that. And you can see how we tap the 618. Obviously, we have our SPS where this is my 1, this is my 2, this is my 3, obviously 4, 5. Some people might have it as this has the 1, this has the 2, this has the 3, and obviously 4 and 5. So we have tapped the 618. We have tapped an area of interest as well. We have a supply and demand area. And when we go down to 1 minute, technically, if we're looking at price from a structural point of view, what did we end up doing? So we ended up making a low, high, low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So that's the first indication that price has flipped. But then within this area, you have to be very careful. And the reason we have to be very careful is because if I draw my thing from this high to this low, we only just mitigate the 50% now. So initially, price has to disrespect this low here first, and that'll be my first proper flip. And then now I'll be waiting for confirmed flip for me to take this price lower. And obviously in this case here, that doesn't happen. Price comes back, taps into obviously our unmitigated move origin, but price is above the SMA, so without taking this, no. But then if we're looking for an internal flip within our internal structure, then this will be the low, internal, let price play out. So we don't quite get a proper sweep, but either way, there's SPS here, where this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and obviously price continues down. And we keep dumping. So even if you missed all of this section here, or this zone here, you could still use this area here. And even here, let price gets wicked out. So now this will potentially be your 1, this will be your 2, your 3, 4, but price sweeps. And then bang, oh, actually no, that's wrong, my bad. Initially, you just end up doing this as your 1, this is your 2, this is your 3, 4, 5, from this zone here, and obviously price dumps, and we just continue to make lower lows and lower highs, and all that came from was just understanding where we are within the structure on our middle time frame, as you could say. But if you used this time frame as an entry and you just let price play out, it's just going to take you forever for price to play out. And so we go down to a low time frame to try and get our self acute entries, but the 1-to-1 eventually hits. When you take out all your profits, or you move your stop to break even, it really depends up to you. But we can see how price has to move over a course of days before price either gonna get, yeah. So look, so you'd have now been stopped out for break even, or even potential loss if you didn't want to take out your profits at 1-to-1. But can you see how over a span of time it's taken much longer, hence why we go to a lower time frame. But that's it for today's review. Remember, NQ, it's trade of the week this week, so that'll be in a separate video. Always remember, guys, that victory belongs to the most tenacious, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.